Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaffer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you.
Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm currently putting together this podcast episode for you guys to get a little sneak peek into this event that I hosted on Tuesday night. I was a featured speaker downtown in Las Vegas for an incredible women's community called Heels and Handshakes. And I had my brother there to record so much of the content for you guys so that I can give you just a couple little sneak peeks into what these events look like and what I talked about, because I think that it's so relevant to everything that I share in my podcast. And I'm just so excited to give you guys that little glimpse. So you will see that I'm going to share some parts of my story. And then after that, we will get into a little visualization where we will be letting go of a lot of different fears. It's about 10 minutes long, and I led all of the women in Tranquil Minds through this visualization. And in that community, we're just going so deep in there. The kinds of conversations that I'm having here with all of these incredible women are the kind of conversations that I'm having inside Tranquil Minds every single week. And I love, love, love that community. They get to be the first to hear about all of these incredible ideas and everything that I'm always working on. And I just love that. They went through this visualization and they absolutely adored it. And so I put it together for this community, this event that I was hosting as well. And the audience just absolutely loved it. So I invite you to relax and enjoy this visualization. You will see it kind of comes at a random point within this clip. So I think it's about like 10 minutes into this podcast, you guys will be hearing that visualization kind of start. I'll be like slowing us down, getting us into that state. So just so you know, that's going to be coming up. I've literally just taken these clips and kind of put them together as best as I can for you guys. But I really just wanted to share this experience with each and every one of you guys. This event was about like 45 minutes long of me speaking, and it was the absolute best that I've ever done, the best experience I've ever had. It was so impactful for all of the women who watched and were there. It was so powerful, and I'm giving you guys like 20 minutes of that, but I just wanted you guys to be a part of it too, because I love this community. I love every single thing that you guys have allowed me to do. I even had a couple podcast listeners here in Vegas come to the event, and that was really, really special. And yeah, I'm just extremely grateful for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this small little clip of what I spoke about, and I hope that you can receive so much from this visualization so that you can step into 2026 with more clarity and this higher level of vision and all of the good things, all of the vibes. I'm sending them all your way. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will talk to you very, very soon. Enjoy this amazing bonus episode.
Ever since I was a little girl, I grew up at 7 years old throwing sold out concerts and fashion shows from my bedroom, and having all of my parents, families, and friends come up into my room and see me with all of my dresses and me doing my thing. And I just always had this huge vision for my life. I always wanted more, and I assume that that's the reason why so many of you guys are here today. Now, 10 years later, when I was about 18 years old, I had entrepreneurship find me. It fell straight into my lap, and I knew that that was the way that I could accomplish everything that I've always wanted for myself. At this point in time, I was working with a beauty company on social media, and I really, really wanted to move out of my parents, and I wanted to get my own apartment and accomplish this huge goal I had for myself, which was earning a Cadillac with the company that I was working for. So this company, they had this program where if you made $5,000 a month, you could qualify for $500 towards a car payment every single month for your business, essentially. And I was so enamored with this idea that I could be 18 or 19 years old driving this Cadillac that I was just drooling over. So every single day, I decided to cast this vision. I decided to gain clarity. In March of 2020, when the entire world shut down, I decided to lock myself basically in my bedroom with my 4 siblings downstairs, all having the time of their life, my 2 dogs, my parents. I stayed in that bedroom for 12 hours straight some days, working on my business and becoming a better person, becoming the best version of. And every single night, I would journal about this new life that I was creating for myself. I would think about all of the experiences that I would have, what the apartment would look like, how it would feel to open the door to the apartment that I was going to have one day. I would imagine myself putting my hands around the steering wheel of this Cadillac and what it would feel like to drive it. I was journaling on every single aspect of this new life that I wanted so badly. Now, day after day of cultivating this vision, staying committed, working so intensely towards this goal, I finally, in May of 2020, hit my first 5K month. And to me, at 18 years old, I was over the moon. I was like, $5,000, I finally have everything that I need so that I can get this apartment. Then May came, June came, July, those 5K months were consistent. And this was it. I finally got to go look at these apartments with my mom, and I found my dream apartment here off of Fort Apache and Russell. And I was so excited to make that finally my reality. So I set my move-in date. I started packing up my childhood bedroom, and I moved into this apartment. And shortly after, I went to the Cadillac dealership in Henderson, and I picked out that white Cadillac that I was so excited to get. I drove off of the lot singing "Congratulations" by Post Malone, of course. I went to go see all of my family and show them my new ride. I was beyond just so excited, so proud of myself, so proud of the work that I had been putting in for all of this time. Now, in 2020, this was the year that I basically got everything that I wanted. I realized that all of the work that I had been putting in, all of the times that I clarified that vision, it came into my reality. I had, quote unquote, manifested it. And manifestation has been a real tie that I've always been connected with since this year of my life where I was just accomplishing all of these things. And now manifestation to me, it's not just, putting some pictures on a board and hoping they happen and doing the vision boards and all of that stuff. It takes consistency. It takes having aligned actions over and over and over again. And it also takes you having unwavering belief in what you want, which is usually the hardest part for us. Because that unwavering belief, it means that you trust with everything in you that the universe or God is going to support you in cultivating this vision. It means that you trust yourself and you just fully believe in that. And that's something that's so challenging for us because that inner critic starts to come up and she starts questioning, is that really possible for me? Can I actually make this happen? Will this turn out like the last thing turned out? Am I gonna fail again? And that inner critic can be so loud. She can honestly be annoying, frustrating at times. And we often just wanna push her down. We wanna say, you have no space here. I don't wanna hear you right now. We distract ourselves. We get into patterns, into loops, into behaviors that we know are no longer serving us. But it's the only thing that we know because that inner voice has always been there. One of my clients is one of the most ambitious, talented, skilled women that I know. She's 25 years old and she's a fucking badass. I absolutely love this girl. She crushes it. But as I continued to work with her, she had all of these internal doubts where she'd have these huge visions and goals, but then all of a sudden she'd be procrastinating. She'd be getting in her head. She'd be wondering, can I really do that? Are they going to approve of me doing that? Are they going to like what I have to offer? Are they going to buy from me? And that chatter kept her stagnant. It kept her stuck. It didn't allow her to actually go after those things that she desperately wanted because that pattern was constantly there. As we continued to work together and clarify what was really coming up for her, that inner voice, she just needed support. She just needed to be acknowledged. She just needed to be loved on, maybe seen or heard or understood. How many of you guys have kids in this room? Wow, a lot of us. Okay. You understand that if your daughter came to you and she said, Mommy, I'm really scared I'm gonna fail. Mommy, I'm so worried that I'm not going to make it. Mommy, I don't know if I'm gonna get a good grade in this or whatever that it might be. You would hold her hands and you would tell her, babe, you've got this. You have nothing to worry about. I believe in you. You're gonna crush it. And then you'd send her off on her way and she'd go do that thing. But like I said, we're constantly quieting that voice. We're constantly acting like she's not even there. But what she really needs is your support. So instead of turning away from that side of yourself that's constantly questioning, doubting, wondering if she's going to be successful, maybe have a conversation with her and really see what she's scared of. Why is she afraid? What is she really worried will happen if she does go all in on this dream and goal? Because the reality is, your dreams, your visions, they are on your heart for a reason. Every single one of us have a different vision in this room. And that's because God, the universe, whatever this higher power is, has placed it on your specific heart. And it is for you to carry out, whether that's the business, whether that's helping more women, whatever that it is. You are meant to do those things. You wouldn't be obsessing over them every single night if it wasn't meant for you. We're just gonna get comfortable. We're gonna allow ourselves to just get into a relaxed state. We're gonna actually close down our eyes. So right now, take your eyes off of me. Get into your own internal world. Close your eyes. Go ahead and quiet the mind. We're really gonna slow it down. I'm gonna let everybody just settle in for a second. I want you to shut down your eyes and start to take some deep breaths, focusing on the air coming in through your nostrils and out, focusing on receiving a breath, gifting a breath. We're gonna fill our lungs as big and as wide as we can, taking in a really deep breath here. And allow it to all just spill out, completely letting it go. You can give a little sigh if you'd like. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna allow ourselves to just be fully open, vulnerable, present, and here in the moment. Take another really deep breath. Take an extra sip at the top and let it go. Fully letting go of everything in this moment. That sigh on those exhales are actually signaling safety. So feel into that. Feel into the safety, the presence. And I want you to take one last really big inhale, the biggest breath that you can, and let it go, fully exhaling everything out, emptying your body of oxygen. Now allow your breathing to return back to normal. And I want you to imagine yourself on a beach here for a moment. Allow this image to really come to life here. You're seeing the color of the sand, the palm trees. The water is a perfect shade of blue. You can even look down and see your toes in the sand. You have this incredible feeling of peace and serenity just washing over you. You can almost hear those waves crashing with every deep breath that you take. You feel so deeply connected to yourself, to source. You've never been more present in your life. Now, as you're walking along this beach, you stumble across this box. Notice the color. Notice all of the details. Is it big, small? What shape is it? And as you begin to pick it up, you can even notice the weight, how heavy, how light it feels. When you go to open it, it's completely empty. I want you to imagine yourself filling up this box with every little doubt in your mind. All of those thoughts of, can I really do this? Will this really work? Is this year going to be different? I want you to fill this box up to the brim with all of the past experiences, any of the quote unquote failures, all of the fears, everything. We're putting it all inside this box. Everything that's just no longer needed to come with you in this new chapter of your life that you're stepping into. And now I want you to imagine yourself taking that box, walking up to the shore, and drifting it out into the ocean. Letting go of all of those fears, all of the what ifs, just letting go completely. See it as it slowly drifts further and further away until it's so small, you can't even find it anymore. Allow yourself to feel that weight lifting off of your body in this moment right now. Feeling so calm, connected. And as you're walking along this beach, you approach this large crystal-like door. As you get closer to grab the handle, you push it open, and when those feet cross over the threshold, you see yourself in your next level life. You're watching yourself get up out of bed in your favorite PJs that make you feel so luxurious. You're right on time, you're refreshed, you're absolutely invigorated for the day ahead because you know that it is going to be filled of miracles and magic. You make your way to the bathroom, and as you brush your teeth, you look up and think, wow, I look so beautiful today. My skin is glowing, my hair is flowing just how I like. You take the time to do your ideal morning routine that just fills your cup, and you're beyond excited for this day ahead. As you get dressed, you put on an outfit that makes you feel like the most confident version of yourself. As you walk through your home, you're just filled with gratitude, knowing that where you're at right now is a place that you've only once dreamt of being. And here you are living that right now, experiencing all that you've ever dreamt of. Your work is going just right. People are finding you at the perfect times. Your income is growing. Your impact is expanding. You're helping so many individuals. Everything is just flowing as you've always wished that it did. The success you've created for yourself is recognized, congratulated. You feel seen, heard, and understood by the people who love you. You move through your day with so much ease and a beautiful, calm confidence. Everywhere that you go, you radiate happiness, love, abundance. You have this glow about you that nobody can ignore. You have so much energy to pour into every single person that you love so deeply, and you feel so accomplished for everything you've created. You know with everything in you that everything that you've always desired is on its way. By the end of the day, you feel as though you did your best. You left it all on the table. You're so proud of yourself. You have this deep trust in knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be. You're able to rest with peace. I want you to allow this version of your reality to sear into your mind. Those feelings to light up your body, feeling every single cell in you sparkle, come to life. You feel like you are full of peace, knowing that you did it. And this version of you is already who you are right now. Now I want you to take a few more deep breaths, inhaling as much as you can, exhaling completely, fully. And another big inhale, large exhale, beginning to come back into the room, back into this present moment. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes.